Hi, welcome in. What's your name?
Maria.
So nice to meet you. My name's Alex. First off, I want to welcome you to Spring Street Social Services, which is also referred to as 4S. Our agency provides comprehensive services to meet the needs of both you and your family in order to achieve the best possible health and well-being in your life. Here, we provide care management for all of our clients. Each client or family is assigned a care manager who will connect you with services inside and outside of the agency. In addition to your care manager, and depending on your needs, you may also be referred to a family nurse practitioner, psychotherapist, family educator, health navigator, child care provider, physical therapist, or a psychiatrist. All of our care providers here at Spring Street Social Services receive trauma-informed training and training working with diverse clients and families. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about confidentiality. Have you ever heard about that or know what it is?
A little bit.
Okay, well, I'm going to explain a little bit about it to you. So any information that you share in any of our sessions here will be kept strictly confidential. Your care providers may share your personal information with their supervisor and other Spring Street Social Service care providers as needed to ensure you're receiving the best care possible. If our care provider needs or is asked to share information with a provider outside of Spring Street Social Services, then we will request your permission before any information is shared. We also may need to share specific information with your insurance provider as necessary to cover the cost of your care. Do you understand? Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, your rights are also so important to us here, and you do not give up any rights as a client of Spring Street Social Services. You may end your relationship with us here at any time for any reason. If your care is related to legal obligations or proceedings, you are responsible for any consequences of ending care prematurely. Do you understand these rights?
Yes.
And do you have any questions so far?
Mm-mm.
Your physical and mental health are so crucial to our mission. As I've said before, the information you will provide will be kept confidential. If at any time before, during, or after a care session in which you feel unsafe or feel that your confidentiality has been violated, please contact the care supervisor. Next, we will talk about costs and fees. All your costs are associated with your services here will be paid through your private insurance, Medicaid, or to you, it will be free of charge. Any services that have a cost will be brought up to you upfront as an additional fee. What that means is that you should never be asked to pay for any services by anyone other than your primary care manager, and you should never pay any fees to anyone other than the discharge coordinator. Do you understand our fees?
Yes.
As a licensed healthcare facility, all of us are considered mandated reporters. That means that we are required to report if there's any immediate danger to any person, including yourself, a child, if they're being abused or neglected, elderly abuse or neglect, or harm to any others by a client. We will attempt to provide you notice in advance that this report will occur, and ideally we will attempt to report with your consent and collaboration. We are legally obligated to report these damages and have no choice in our relation to our care relationship. I know this is a lot of information at once, so do you have any questions about anything that I just read to you?
I think I'm all good.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. So now that that's over, what brought you in today?
I'm having a lot of struggles with my daughter, Eliana. She's been having nightmares, so she won't leave the house because she has these terrible nightmares at night. So I can't get her to go to school because she's scared. And the school, she's missed so many days, so the school is threatening to call child services.
Got it.
Which they can't call child services because I'm undocumented, so I can't get in trouble. And on top of that, my Eliana's father is abusive, and the reason that we left Colombia was to get away from him, but he found us, and a few weeks ago he abused Eliana.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear all that. Must be a lot going on your plate, and Eliana must be really feeling a lot of different feelings. So I'm glad you guys are beginning to get help and starting your journey here at Spring Street Services. What do you think about like the whole situation? Like, how are you feeling?
I'm definitely scared, and I'm just feeling very guilty about how to be a good parent for Eliana, and I want to give the best life for her, but obviously she's not living that right now, and so I'm definitely feeling guilty, and I'm also not really worrying about myself. I'm mainly worried
I
about
totally
Eliana.
understand that. I know it's really hard to like keep parenting and like doing your job and doing the best for her while like you're under a lot of like distress too. And I know ultimately like Eliana is your main focus, so I know how that feels. Can you tell me a little bit more about like Eliana and like a little bit more about like what she's like scared about?
Yeah, since we obviously moved here, she's definitely very shy, and it definitely doesn't help that we keep running away from her abusive father, and I think these nightmares definitely aren't helping because she's very just scared of everything, and it's hard to get her to seem like every other kid at school when she's obviously not nearly where they are.
Yeah. Do you think that like obviously it's like affecting her everyday life, and I know that ultimately in the end we want her to feel safe? Is there anything more like specifically that you want me to know about the dad? Like, is he like living with you guys, or is he just like around?
No, so he found out where we lived, so we moved to a home that we were safe in.
Did you move to like a home, or did you move to like where did you like move to? Like, are you in like a shelter?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're in a shelter, and I'm worried that he will find out where we live, but so far he's not, and the shelter is definitely very protected, but I think I'm very worried about it, and I think Eliana can tell that I'm worried about it as well, that he's going to find us again, and I know that's probably something she's scared of also, as he abused her a few weeks ago.
Okay. So I do just have to ask you a few like intake questions and get to know you a little more. So what does your living situation look like now? Like, I know you're living with Eliana, but is there anybody else? Like, what does the shelter home look like?
There are some other families there, but Eliana and I mainly just keep to ourselves, and the rest of our family is in Colombia.
Got it.
I think some of my family in Colombia will move to America eventually, but it's mainly just Eliana and I by ourselves day to day.
Did you like, I know it can be hard living with family like very far away. Do you feel like it was like easier before like your Eliana's dad became abusive, or like has it just always been hard from the start just living away from family?
We enjoyed living in Colombia before. I mean, we always had the idea of moving to America, but once Eliana's dad became abusive, I more thought about moving to America. But it was nice having my family in Colombia, so
Yeah.
there was definitely some positives there.
How like safe do you feel where you live?
I feel pretty protected with other people, but I definitely feel very scared where we live just because I feel like I'm always scared that Eliana's dad will find us. And I have a feeling that could be causing some of Eliana's nightmares as well, is maybe she's scared when she's sleeping because
Yeah,
of
totally.
the
It can bring back some past trauma.
Yeah.
Affect her daily life.
Yeah.
Have you like had enough to eat at your foster home? Like, do you have access to clean water and restrooms? Like, what's the overall like living situation like?
Yeah, we do. they provide us with food and water for the most part. I wouldn't say we're struggling in that aspect, but it was definitely helpful. When Eliana went to school, she would get food at school, but now she's scared to go to school. So
Yeah.
I feel like her food at school is definitely better than at the home, but it's not like my main worry.
Would you say you feel that Eliana feels safe at school, or do you think she still gets like nervous or like anything?
I think she does feel safe at school. I mean, she's definitely quiet, and some of the other kids all know each other, but
Yeah.
I don't think she feels unsafe. But it is a little bit concerning that like her nightmares are causing her to not want to go to school, because
Yeah.
I guess if she did feel like it was safe, then maybe she would want to go to school. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever like been diagnosed with any health or medical or mental condition, like anything? No. Has Eliana or anything, or?
No, we haven't really explored like getting her help, but I think now that she's having these nightmares, I think she definitely should.
Yeah, she probably has a little bit. Okay. Yeah, totally understandable. Are there any mental or physical health conditions that maybe you've not been diagnosed with, but are preventing you from working or like completing daily tasks?
Definitely nothing physical. I mean, I definitely would say I'm like stressed all the time, which has an impact, and especially now like Eliana's home because she won't go to school, so
Yeah.
it definitely is hard. Like I don't really spend any time focusing on myself.
Yeah. Are you currently taking any prescribed medications? If so, have there been any recent changes to your medications?
No.
Have you like previously ever been on any medications or no?
No.
Okay. If you are unaware, that is totally okay, but do you know if there's any history of medical conditions in your biological family? So what?
I'm not sure of it.
Okay. Do you know of any of Eliana's dad or?
I'm not sure.
Okay. It's totally okay. How frequently do you use substances like alcohol, cannabis, or any other substances? Do you remember when it was? Or if there's multiple different occasions?
Definitely more when I was in Colombia, but now I just focus so much on Eliana that I don't really partake in any of it now. But it definitely goes around our new home a lot more.
Yeah.
Than when we lived just us two.
That's really good that you're not like relying on any substances to get through your day-to-day life. I know with all the stress that your family is under, like it could be like a common thing to just reach for it, but that's really good. Does anybody in like your home use it?
Eliana's dad does, but
Okay.
I don't live with him anymore.
Yeah.
But
does anybody in the domestic violence shelter use it? Like, do you see it around there or no?
yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you believe you have any addiction or history of addiction or substance use?
No, I mean, I don't think so.
So, like, nobody in your family or anybody?
Definitely Eliana's dad,
Okay, yeah.
but
Are you sexually active? Like, what are your sexual health practices, if you have any?
no, I haven't been sexually active since Eliana's dad.
Okay. How many hours of sleep do you get on average? Are you, like, consistent with your sleeping, or is it pretty inconsistent?
Very inconsistent, because there are some nights that Eliana will wake up from the nightmares, so I would say maximum 5.
When Eliana, like, wakes up from her nightmares, does she come to your room, or are you guys, like, in the same room?
She normally sleeps in my bed every
Okay.
night.
Got it. Are there any nights that she, like, doesn't wake up from nightmares, or is it, like, pretty much every night?
Some nights she doesn't wake up until it's like 6 a.m.
Okay.
So I wouldn't consider that waking up in the middle of the night.
Okay. Do you ever like to, like, exercise, get out?
I don't normally exercise. When Eliana went to school, could maybe walk a little bit more, but not really. I don't really.
Did you ever notice like a change in like your attitude when you like got outside and got to go on a walk, or?
Yeah, it definitely felt better to have like personal time, but
Yeah.
I definitely don't get that anymore.
Yeah, it's understandable, but I definitely think, I know you care for Eliana a lot, but it's definitely also a very big priority to take some self-care to yourself. What's like your typical diet? Do you eat healthy, or like is food options limited at the domestic violence shelter?
I definitely eat a lot of vegetables. Yeah, I don't really have like American like snack food.
Well, that's good you eat a lot of vegetables. It's good to get some good nutrients into your body. Do you know if you have any health insurance or Medicaid?
I don't.
You don't have any? Okay. Do you have a primary care provider?
I don't believe so.
Okay. That's okay. What are the identities that are important to you?
Probably being a mom and being Colombian. Probably those two.
Do you really like embrace your culture?
Yeah, I would say.
You're very passionate.
knows it. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And I know you lived there for a long time too. How long did you live in Colombia for?
We only moved recently.
Okay. So you're like new to America.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in counseling or therapy before?
No, this is my first time.
Got it. So happy to have you here. Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental health condition before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Do you ever like feel like you might?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. How would you describe your mood overall today? Like, how are you feeling today?
Probably tired and stressed.
Got it. I know it's probably hard to feel awake when you're not getting a good like 8 hours of sleep every night, and it's hard that your sleep schedule is very inconsistent. How about your stress level? Like, what would you rate it on like a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being
Probably
very not stressed out and 10 being extremely stressed out.
I would say 9 or 10.
Okay. Do you have any like coping strategies when you feel stressed, or do you kind of just like sit with your thoughts?
Normally sit with my thoughts, or I'll just like talk to Eliana.
Yeah. Do you guys like have quote unquote like normal conversations, or is she always like worried and scared?
Both.
Yeah. Have you ever, or are you currently having thoughts about harming yourself?
No.
No? Do you think Eliana is, or? I mean,
I'm not sure.
I guess she's very young. It's a lot going through.
Yeah, I don't think she has those thoughts.
Have you ever, or are you currently having thoughts about harming other people?
No.
So like even when you're around Eliana's dad, like you don't ever want to?
No, I don't get involved.
That's a very good trait to have. It's not, sometimes it can be very hard if somebody hurts you so bad to not want to harm them. So that's very strong of you. What would you consider your strengths?
Being a mom, I definitely tried to be there for Eliana as best as possible. I feel like normally on the outside I stay positive. Yeah.
It's a good trait. What are some of your weaknesses, would you say?
I'm definitely stressed on the inside. I'm not good about like talking about my feelings. Sometimes it's hard to stay motivated. Yeah.
I know, I understand how hard it could be to keep going every day, just under the situation you guys are experiencing. What do you enjoy doing in your life? Like, do you have any hobbies, anything that makes you smile, makes your day better?
When we lived in our house, I liked to cook.
What did you like, anything in specific to cook?
anything really, and I like to just play with Eliana and give her the best life.
What do you and Eliana like to do with each other?
She likes to read books, and she likes sports, like playing like catch.
Do you guys have any books in like the shelter?
Yeah, we do. There's a few other kids.
Like, oh, does she like to read with the kids, or she like to read with you?
She mainly reads with me.
Yeah. Has she like made any friends in the shelter, or?
Not really.
Do you feel safe in your home?
Yes and no. I feel safer in a shelter, but I still always feel like Eliana's dad will
Come find you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think you guys are safe in the shelter. I think there's a lot of security and stuff there. Would you say Eliana feels safe in school?
I think she would, yeah.
Are you currently employed right now?
No.
Okay. So do you just like stay at the shelter?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever experienced violence or harm that stuck with you after? I know.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Eliana's dad has harmed both of us. And yeah, so he'll be harming me, and then Eliana will try to protect me, and he'll end up hurting her as well.
Okay. How do these harmful experiences still affect you and Eliana in your day-to-day life?
I mean, we're definitely both very scared. Yeah, that probably like affects how I sleep at night. I'm definitely thinking about that, and I think Eliana is too. I'm just always like being worried if it's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been physically, verbally, or emotionally abused?
Yes, all three by my ex-husband.
Has Eliana ever been any of them?
Yeah, she also has all three.
How well do you handle like daily life tasks like cleaning, showering, buying groceries, cooking meals? I know you probably don't cook very often in the shelter, but are you like good about keeping like your guys' area like tidy and stuff?
Definitely when Eliana goes to school, I have more time to worry about those types of things.
Yeah.
Now that she's been home, it definitely gets messier, but for the most part, tasks like that I'm able to do because it's a good distraction.
Yeah.
For myself.
For sure. It's good that you're thinking about yourself and like your living situation while being under all of this stress.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your educational history?
I went to school in Columbia, but I never went to like a university, and I don't plan on getting more school or anything.
Would you say like your education was strong in Columbia?
Yeah.
Got
I'd
it.
say it was strong.
How long did you go to school for in Columbia? Until like what grade would you say that?
Through high school.
Okay. Did you ever have to like transfer schools or like switch where you were placed in school, or?
No, I haven't. Eliana has.
Can you tell me a little bit more about Eliana and her education?
She really enjoyed school in Columbia, and then when we switched here, she definitely got quieter because it's like a new environment, but she's still young, so she's able to adjust quicker than if she were any older.
Did she stay like the same grade throughout like
Yeah.
Columbia? So she wasn't like ever held back, or?
Yeah, she wasn't held back.
Okay.
Very smart.
That's good. Do you have any past employment that you?
Yeah, I worked at a restaurant here, and I enjoyed it, but wanted to put my focus onto Eliana.
When you worked, what did you do with Eliana? Or was it mostly while she was?
It was mostly while she was in school.
Got it. Did you like the job?
Yeah, I enjoyed
Would you
it.
consider going back to it?
Yeah, once Eliana and I feel more secure.
Mm-hmm. You'll definitely go back. So you are motivated to like work and
Yeah.
that's good. Have you ever served in the military?
No.
Would you ever potentially want to?
No.
Are you religious at all?
Not really.
Have you ever been incarcerated in a detention center, jail, or a prison?
No.
Are you currently involved in the juvenile criminal justice system?
Yeah.
So even with like your or Eliana's father, excuse me.
He has not been to jail yet because he just found us. He just came from Colombia.
Got it. How would you describe your relationship with your family members?
Very strong in Colombia. It's been hard since we moved, but I would still like to go back and see them eventually.
When you lived in Colombia, did you live right by them?
Yeah.
That was probably very like helpful to have all the help with Eliana while she was growing up. Did Eliana's father live with you guys in Colombia?
He did when Eliana was first born, but
Okay.
then became abusive pretty quickly.
Did you guys move out after the whole incident where she broke her ribs?
Yeah.
How would you describe your relationship with like your friends?
I had a lot of friends in high school, but once I was with my ex-husband, I kind of lost all my friendships, but I still had my family.
Do you have any like hobbies or interests?
Mainly just cooking. I did dance in high school.
Got it. Did you ever like pursue it after?
No, just...
Have you ever thought about like putting Eliana into it potentially?
Yeah, I think she would like it.
Yeah. Are you involved in any community or cultural organizations or activities?
I found some other Colombians here in the community, so I would kind of consider that community involvement.
Yeah.
But it's not like...
Have you like
actual
hung out with them at all?
Yeah. When we first moved, we would have like meals together, and they have kids as well.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a lot of fun to kind of get together with a group of people who are similar to you in such way. Okay, so at the beginning of our conversation, you told me what brought you in today. Do you think that there's any way before our next session that you can kind of maybe like make some goals for it?
Yeah.
What do you think are some goals you can make before the next session? And
help get Eliana back to going to school, and so help solve why she's having nightmares. And
maybe if you need like help getting her to go to school, you can maybe tell her like she'll get extra books when it like is bedtime and stuff, and so maybe that'll motivate her to get through the day, because I know she loves reading. So that could definitely be a way to help her get more motivated to go to school.
Yeah.
Do you have any other goals?
Just making sure we get away from my ex-husband, but that way.
I think it definitely is gonna have to go day by day, but I just want you guys to know that you're safe where you are, and for now, we're gonna, I think by the end of our meetings, for sure try to get maybe more permanent place to live rather than just the shelter.
Yeah.
Of all the things we have discussed today, what's like one more goal you want to set and work on at 4S?
Maybe focusing on myself a little bit more.
Sounds like a good idea. I know obviously your focus is mainly on Eliana and keeping her safe along with yourself. I definitely think in order to do that and be the best version of yourself, you have to take some self-care and work on yourself. Maybe go for some walks when Eliana goes to school, or maybe when she's playing with some of her friends at the shelter, maybe you can get out and get some time to yourself. All right, well, that was a great session. Thank you so much for coming. I'm glad you are stepping out of your comfort zone and receiving some help that you might need. It's one step in the right direction. It's impressive that you even made it here. So thank you for that.
Thank you.